night. Leading off is Korn, little ground ball to the short center, and he beats it out. Short center kind of laid back on that a little bit, and Korn ends up beating it out. So leadoff man on brings up Kate Ulbert. And we showed you a game out at the tournament in Armour Square, and I was actually impressed with Kate. She actually hit left and right-handed in that game, and she throws it out to center. Jeff Mastari can't make the play, but he recovers, and they get the fielder's choice. So this is 14-inch co-ed mush, a little bit different than what we normally show you, but it is gaining in popularity out here in the Chicagoland area. Brings up Kenny App. So Enemy has been very successful in 14-inch, and there's a long fly ball. Ryan Russ makes the catch, and he throws it in, no tag. Of course, Ryan might have seen some of his exploits over the weekend while we were guest streaming out at the Park District of Forest Park for their No Glove Nationals tournament. And that's going to bring up Gabby Magnifico. How's that for a name? So Gabby in there now taking her hacks. Hard line drive. Trey Johnson, long throw right on the money. And they go 1-2-3. So we're going to head to the bottom of the first. Moist has been a successful 14-inch team as well. You may recognize some of the players if you follow us on the regular live stream. There's Jasper Golden jogging out to left. We'll see where they line up. Chris Harris on the bump. Jason Camarillo over there at shortstop. So you might recognize, like I said, some of these guys. Jason, a fat kid. And Jasper, of course, with high Y. And I want to say Cornelius is playing with, there's Tommy Lentine Jr.'s better half. And I don't see you or Tommy in the lineup. So here we go, having a little fun. Leading off is going to be Trey Johnson. Hutch, and then I believe it's Anthony Stacy, although they only wrote his last name, but we'll see. So we're just enjoying a very pleasant weather right now. Light breeze, nothing that should affect the flight of the ball. So we're underway here. So here's Trey trying to get it started. And again, they started this tournament last night with the A-B division, and they got one game in on both diamonds, and Trey slashes it up the middle. That's toward the alley. That's going to be two, and he'll shut it down there. It's Korn playing center field, fired it in. And they got rain, so they're going to pick that up tomorrow. Tonight is co-ed, and then the co-ed will pick back up on Sunday. So, and then tomorrow they have what they call the major division out here along with the AB, and that's off the third baseman's glove. It rolls right to Camarillo. So no advancement there by Trey Johnson. If you didn't get a chance to see, we did a post-game wrap from the No Glove National Tournament. And we threw up some of the statistics for the leaders of the Chicago Summer Series. So here it is, Stacy. Hard one hopper to second. She handles it. Both runners will advance. So Anthony hit a hard one hopper. It jumped up. Second baseman hung right in there and made the play. So that's going to bring up Katie with Jeff Mastari on deck. Again, you're supposed to alternate guy, girl, guy, girl. And that's what you see here. And one of the rules here is if you walk a guy, the female gets the option to hit or just basically take first base, kind of like an automatic walk. And she swings and she delivers. So Moist jumps up 2-0 on a 2-out base hit. And now the ball gets away and she's going to head into second. So big hit there by Katie. Take it back, 1-out hit. And Moist jumps up 2-0. Again, bottom of the first, and here's Jeff Mastari. Jeff had a terrific no-glove national tournament. If you look back on the show, you'll see he's in a lot of statistical categories. And he mishits it, but it drops. And they'll throw it to second. Third run will score. Although it will look like a line drive in the book. Jeff Mastari trying to inside out it. Just hit a little flare into no man's land. Brings up Nicole. So Moist looks like they got a pretty good team out here. With Morris Greco on deck. Of course, Mo's got a special place in my heart. He was on Team SSA. And Nicole drives it to the gap. A little confusion. The right fielder finally reached over and caught it. Korn took a very short angle on it. The ball carried a little bit. Right fielder right on the spot to bail him out. Mastari moves to third. So Mo was on Team SSA. That won the Nicky Lopez 16-inch softball classic put on by Nicky and the Chicago White Sox. And Mo walks the dog down the right field line, gets past the right fielder. Mastari scores. Mo can really fly. He's going to shut it down. This is a 2-run homer as he goes opposite field hard down that right field line. So Moist has jumped up on top. Apparently the lineup was correct. Lauren, apparently the lineup was correct today. 5-0.
I already tried.
Lauren, a terrific player in her own right, but they are stacked up. And that's going to bring up Alyssa. And Alyssa, little ground ball to third. And can't scoop it.
Good stop, yeah.
So Kate Albert caught the ball okay, just kind of threw a low slider down and away. And the problems are continuing here for Enemy as Ryan Russ is up with Bo on deck. So 2 outs here. Moist 5 on the board already. There's a little cut shot way out of play. No fences here. It's all you can get. Okay, foul territory down both lines. Again, it's 38 feet from the rubber to home, 60-foot bases. You can lead off, you can't steal. There's a long, high fly ball to the gap. No one's getting to that ball. And as a result of that, it's going to be another 2-run homer as Ryan Russ just muscled up and hit a bomb into right center. So Moist has been all business here in the top of the first as they jump ahead. No, it's just overcast. There's no real rain in the forecast. We're at the time of the day, too, when we're kind of in dusk. It's not really solid cloud coverage, but we're just at that time of the day. We're into August. The days are getting a little shorter, my friend. So they now have hit all 10 in their lineup. Here's Bo. Base is empty, bottom of the first. And there's a hard ground ball to Kate. This time, a little better throw. and they get out of the inning. So in the inning, 7 runs. And bats are the same as 16-inch, so they can weigh as much as 38 ounces, 2 1/4 on the barrel, 34 inches long, 612 on the arc. So Moist has come out of the gate firing here, and now we'll see whether or not Enemy can answer. And it's going to be Jason Camarillo, Michelle Rodriguez, and Jazz Golden. Some of the Enemy players got here a little late, and I wonder if that's going to affect them at all. I see Travis Smith just came up. Normally Travis would be in the lineup, and Kenny App would hit twice for him, and then Kenny stays in the game. So let's see if they use Travis, if they get to that spot this inning, if they let Travis just come up and take a swing. So here's Jason. And Stacy, the dreaded leadoff walk. Again, and Jason is correct. He's telling Michelle Rodriguez, we're down 7-0, take the base. And that's exactly what they're going to do. That's what I was talking about. So now you got Jazz Golden up. And wind picking up just a little bit. Feels like it's blowing out toward right field. It's more of a cross breeze than straight out, but we did see the ball carry very well there in the bottom of the first. And with this mush ball, this is not a hard 14-inch. It's soft, and it'll get a little softer during the game. So you normally see a lot of runs early in the ball game. So here's Jazz Golden. His brother Cha-Cha in the top 10 batting for the Chicago Summer Series. And you don't want to walk another one because with the girl taking the automatic walk, that's going to force a run in. So now the girl gets to take a base. It's going to force Camarillo in, and they get on the board without even having a hit. So home plate jumping around a little bit, and sure enough, Travis Smith going to pinch hit here for Chris Harris. And now the pressure really starts to build on Anthony Stacy because you don't want to kind of walk your way into trouble and to give Enemy a little feel good about it. Well, he only gets one base, Jerry, but the female, because it's staggered, guy, girl, or girl, guy. So there's always a female hitting behind the guy, and the female gets to walk, and there's a little spinner. Anthony can't get to it, and he'll let it roll foul. He wasn't going to get to it, so we'll reset on the bases. And I'm not sure what the count was there, but Travis, who just got here about 4 minutes ago, ended up fouling out. So that's going to bring up, I believe this is Marisol. And there's a little pop-up, and that'll be foul ball. So unless she hits into a double play, Cornelius Jackson will get an opportunity to potentially hit this inning. And she hits a high pop-up. That's an infield fly rule for out number 2. And here's Cornelius Jackson now with the bases loaded. Kate Obert on deck. So Moist has done it a little different. They got a female at third, short, center, second, first, and behind the plate. And their entire outfield. And there's a swing the opposite way. Long run for Greco. And he makes the catch. So a lot of noise. They only score one, and we head to the bottom of the second. So bases loaded, nobody out. With the run in, they can't manufacture anything else. And that was a big spot in this ball game, to say the least. So Moist is going with three men in the outfield, relying on their women to play the infield. And Kenny Apt is going to remain on the hill. I think he thought maybe they were going to put Travis in the game, and they are. So no re-entry. For now, Chris Harris is out of the ball game. Yes, Sonny, we'll be out here. We'll also have our young protege, Will Russ, out here. He's going to do a couple of games. So we'll have plenty of men's action tomorrow for sure. Of course, the defending champs, I believe, are Fish. And we'll see if they can win again this year. And again, the men's tournament will be over tomorrow. So they got kind of a strange format. So top of the lineup in Trey Johnson leading off here for Moist. And Trey slaps it the other way. Jason Camarillo, long throw. Not in time. Trey kind of timed that, so he got there just ahead of the throw. And it brings up Hutch. And she swings and drives it down the left field line. Jazz Golden makes the catch. Trey will be able to get back. Jazz tried to throw it on the run over here. Didn't get much on it. Yeah, we'll be out here. We'll be out here tomorrow. And we like what we've seen out of Will Russ. He's doing a good job. Anthony Stacy, a little overhand cut, and it drops in fair. Now they try to throw behind, but Trey gets back. So a little overhand cut shot just out of the reach of Jason Camarillo. Brings up Katie. And there's a high fly ball that's going to drift out of play. Jazz got there and made the catch, but he was past the fence line. Bobby Rush Jr. was hustling to get out of his lawn chair and get out of the way. So new life here for Katie. And she hits a line drive, base hit. Trey will stop at third. Bases are loaded. And early in the ball game, that's been the difference. The Moist women are pounding the ball. And here's Jeff Mastari. And Jeff, sky-high fly ball, long run for Korn, and he ran past it. Ball went right through the wickets. 2 runs are going to score. He had a long run. He got there, but then when he put his arms up, the ball went right through. 9-1. So Moist has come out of the gate firing. We're only in the bottom of the second. Chris Harris calls time. Now, if Chris wanted to re-enter the pitch, they'd have to take Travis Smith off the field because he's in that spot. Take it easy, Jackson. So, I do love our comments from our followers. So Nicole now in the box. She takes a strike. And really, that's what the co-ed game comes down to. Sky-high fly ball. Korn is there, makes the catch, throws it toward third, but the 10th run does score, so that'll be a sack fly in the book for Katie. Or excuse me, for Nicole. And that brings up Morris Greco launched a 2-run bomb down the right field line his last time up. And now he just clips a single, drives in the 11th run. So Morris Greco with 3 RBIs and home run and a single so far. That's going to bring up Alyssa.
No.
Jackson, did I hear that rumor correctly? That Whale wasn't going to play in either national championship tournament? So Alyssa flies out to end the inning. And we'll head to the top of the third, 11-1, Moist. So Korn is still having a good time talking with Wes Shannon. And see some of the co-ed teams hanging out and enjoying themselves. If you get time, come on out and get to the tournament if you can. This is usually a great event. The park will be packed tomorrow. And of course on Sunday we will be in Hamlin. And we'll probably end up showing a game or two. Championship game out there is set for, I believe, 3:45. Ground ball over to short center. And that'll be out number 1. So Kate Hulbert grounds out to start the top of the third. So we will be out there, try to show a game or two, of course, the championship, and then we'll hustle back for the 8:30 championship game in the co-ed division. So here's Kenny App, and he sweeps it just foul down that left field line. Of course, last year, Trey Johnson, who's playing with Moist, was on the enemy team. And he kind of switched sides. And there's a little ground ball by Kenny App right at Anthony Stacy. He made the play for out number 2. And here comes Gabby Magnifico. That might be my new favorite name in softball, period. So Lauren is in the game now at first. High fly ball. Mastari, not normally in center, took charge though. Called off Morris Greco, a little juggling catch, but he holds on. We go to the bottom of the third, 11-1. So if you get the chance, come on out, folks. They got great food here. Got Joey Casa, More Than Dogs, serving up hot dogs, hamburgers, brats, cheddar brats. The Italian Ice guys out here. And leading off, it's going to be Ryan Russ. And then Marisol. And then the top of the lineup. But if you're enemy now, you're in that mercy rule area, and you got to get clipping. And Ryan Russ just murders one right over to the third baseman. Takes the big turn, but he'll stay here. Long weekend. Sure, Ryan's going to be up in Hamlin, and I'm not sure if he's playing tomorrow. So Ryan Russ leads off with a rocket. It'll bring up Bo. And there's a high foul ball out of play. So we'll be out there also for you Class A teams or Class B teams that want to play in the SSA Men's Class A Glove National Championship. You need to reach out to Anthony Tyler. You can scroll down and see the flyer. Get Anthony's number if you want to participate. And there's a soft little flare and it drops. So Bo dumps a hit into short left center. First and second now. Brings up, looks like a pinch hitter, Tommy Lentine. He's hitting for Trey Johnson. So Gia, who runs the team, is getting a lot of her players in. High, towering, fly ball. Jazz is there. Ryan Russ, a courtesy tag. And Jazz threw a rocket right to Jason Camarillo. Ryan would have been out. And here comes Hutch. And there's a little line drive down the line, and it drops in front of Jazz Golden, and the bases are loaded. So, like I said, it's filling up. I believe the last list I saw had 31 on it. So if you want to get into that event, you got to reach out to Anthony. High, towering pop-up out of play. Bob Rush Jr. going to go track it down, throw it in. So we're going to conserve a little energy today. It's going to be a long weekend. And we got a lot of work to do with that Class A. And there's a towering pop-up. Travis Smith makes the catch. Nobody can score. So after loading the bases now, it's going to come up to Katie here to try to extend this lead. She takes a ball there. Jeff Mastari on deck, and Jazz Golden should put that away, and he does. So they load the bases up, but they can't score, and we'll head to the top of the fourth, 11-1. And sometime late tonight, should have the hotel information for the Class A glove online for those of you that want to get hotel rooms. So if you're watching in Iowa, pay attention. And those rooms do usually fill up. So, yeah, Moist looks pretty good right now. It's going to be Jason Camarillo, Michelle Rodriguez, and Jazz Golden here. And you don't need to get all of these back here if you're Moist, but they do need to put up a crooked number here. And Jason, a little flare, and that's going to drop in front of Morris. And that'll end up being a leadoff hit. Now the courtesy run. And it brings up Michelle Rodriguez. Camarillo walked his last time. So Michelle got the free pass. And she swings and hits a slow roller over to third. Long throw in the dirt. It bounces away. App will go to third. Nobody's at home. Now Stacy hustles over there. As Gia was catching, she ran all the way up the line. And they'll put in a courtesy runner. And it brings up Jazz Golden. So if you're an enemy fan, promising start to the game. The inning. As they got runners on the corner, nobody out. Now for some reason they said it's 10-1 and Jazz goes deep. That's going to be a 3-run bomb. Jazz as quick as anybody in the game. And just like that, Enemy has sliced into the lead here. And now they got 4 runs. Now they changed the score. They got 10 up there, but I'm pretty sure it's 11. And that was a bomb. And that was a bomb, to say the least. I'm not sure that's the right score. They got it at 10. I had it at 11. So we'll see. And there's a little chopper back to Anthony, and that'll be the first out of the inning. So we've already seen 3 bombs in this game. Brings up Travis Smith. And there's a towering fly ball. Mastari calling for it, danced with it, but made the catch for out number 2. So we'll see if the home run is a rally killer or not. Brings up Marisol. And it'll be interesting to see here the back half of the game if Enemy starts to find it. So they walk her and they get to the top with Cornelius. Like I said, a lot of their male players just jumped out of the car at game time, literally. So 2 outs here. And here's Cornelius. And Anthony falling behind a little bit here. And Corn, a little spinner. If it stays fair, it's trouble, and it will. That ball was spinning toward the line, but then it was also rolling right at third base, and it just died. So here's Kate Holbert. 2 outs here. The runners will be running on the swing. She takes a ball. And you got Kenny App on deck, and she flips it to center, but Mastari is there. In the inning, they scored 3. Chris, is it 10 or 11? Okay. I thought I had it at 11-4. But 6-run game now. Moist kind of reestablishing contact. And we'll see how Moist responds. And it looks like it's going to be Jeff Mastari. And then I believe Lauren came in for Katie. And then after that, it'll be Morris. And Jeff launches one. Golden running and makes the catch. Dude, you guys watching don't know what a bomb that was. Jazz was playing them deep. I don't think I've seen too many mush balls. That ball had to be hit 300 feet almost. He's got such a beautiful swing. And here's Lauren. So again, in one inning, Moist had the bases loaded with 1 out, and they didn't score. And Lauren swings. Jazz is going to put that away. 2 up, 2 down. And brings up Morris. Morris a home run and a single, 3 RBIs in the game. And there's a little roller to Camarillo. Long throw, not in time. We told you Mo exceptionally fast. Beat that out. Jason caught it clean, but he didn't. he was too deep there. The angle, he couldn't really charge it. And that brings up Alyssa. And she swings through it, throw back, and Morris takes the mush ball right in the chest. So we got a little trash talking going on. And that's a ball. And that's deep. And there's a little flare in the infield, and the second baseman comes over. Almost a collision there with Travis Smith. And that would not have been pretty. But she holds on. So we head now top of the fifth, 10-4. And they're hugging it out. So Moist takes the field. Big inning here for Enemy as they got 3, 4, 5 coming up. Kenny App, Gabby Magnifico, and Jason Camarillo. So Kenny App here going to try to start the inning off. Stacy jumps ahead. And that pitch a little deep. And he completely rushed there. And Kenny App goes hard to the gap. Mastari, though, cruises over him. For a kid who's a shortstop / third baseman, he's playing a pretty good outfield. Again, Jeff, a tall kid, long strider, covers a lot of ground. It looked like it was going to be trouble off the bat, but Mastari made it look easy. And here's Gabby. And she swings and dumps a hit in front of Mastari. So Gabby is on with one out, and it brings up Jason. Michelle Rodriguez on deck. Jason takes that. He's already gotten a walk in this game already. And now he tries to flip right field. Greco is there. No advancement. 2 outs. Brings up Michelle Rodriguez. Three and 1 count. Grabs the strike. The runner will be going here with 2 outs. And Michelle Rodriguez, but Jeff Mastari squeezing her. Took a half a step in, made the play. We'll go bottom of the fifth, 10-4. So should Moist score a run here, well, it doesn't matter. It's 6. They would need 4. So the Moist guys are saying change the number, and Jazz said they ain't changing no number. So it's going to be Ryan Russ, Bo, and then Trey. So this was kind of like a dog day week in 16-inch softball following the no glove. This year they had rain on Tuesday. And there's a little ground ball, long throw, scooped up for the out. Nicely done here at first base. So when they did the playing games for the No Glove, they had that rain. They had to finish them up on Wednesday. So that tournament ended up going 5 days consecutive. We don't see that very often. And here's Gia to Kenny App. He fumbles it, throws to first, and they nip her. So Gia came in for Bo, and now they're at the top of their lineup with Trey Johnson. So Moist jumped out quick, scored those 10 runs in a hurry in the first couple of innings, and now they've really slowed down since. That pitch is inside. I'm just tickled pink that we got great Wi-Fi out here. And Trey goes the other way. Jazz Golden, long run, but he'll get there. And Jazz is getting his road work in as they've made him go left, right, and back most of the ball game. But he's playing everybody deep, and he's been getting there without much problem. So top of the sixth, it's getting late for Enemy. They trail by 6. Of course, the live stream is brought to you by Gold Rush Gaming. If you want to put video gaming in your establishment, give them a call. Go with the gold standard. 630-307-0500. Can email them at inquiries@goldrushgaming.com. And please gamble responsibly. So Jazz Golden going to lead off, then Yasmin Villagomez and Travis Smith. And there's a hard overhand cut that's going to roll over to the bocce ball court. Yes, you heard it right. They have a bocce ball court out here. Melrose, home to a lot of Italians. And we'll reset here. So a lot of softball still to come. August 15th through the 18th will be in Carroll Stream, where the 8 teams will be king for a day, and all of softball will be watching them fight it out for a national championship. And Jazz Golden delivers a leadoff hit, big turn, and he went flying, slid out. Would have been an easy double, but he lost his footing there. And here's Yasmin Villagomez. She taps out to Anthony Stacy, but the runner does advance, and it brings up Travis Smith. So Enemy needs a couple of hits here to put sky high up the shaft. Trey Johnson calls it. That'll be out number 2. That'll bring up Marisol. Cornelius on deck. Really, aside from Jazz Golden's 3-run bomb, they haven't really generated a lot of offense. So we're going to head to the bottom of the 6th, 10-4 here.
Hey, take the number.
And Enemy, as of this point in the game, just hasn't recovered from the onslaught in the first 2 innings. And Moist was hanging around. They haven't scored since the second. Left the bases full in the third. And their job now is to get a goose egg. You don't want to fall any further behind. Again, we'll be out here tomorrow covering a couple of AB games and, of course, a couple of the major games. There's a little ground ball. Camarillo, in time, leadoff batter is put out here. So Hutch grounds out to start the inning. Brings up Stacy. Katie on deck. And Anthony just kind of hits another soft pop-up. Anthony hit a hard one-hopper his first time up. Since then, he's been kind of popping the ball up. Hasn't really barreled up. So here's Katie with Mastari on deck. Katie hits a fly ball. Golden is there. That'll be the third out. So we head to a do-or-die top of the seventh. Snappy ball game here. 10-4. So throughout the year, you see a lot of our banners. We'd like to thank some of our sponsors, of course, Gold Rush Gaming, Sweet Buzz, who jumped in as one of our anchor partners for the Chicago Summer Series, which has been very well received. Let Us Entertain You and Rich Melman. They've been with us since day one. Tito's Handmade Vodka. Please drink responsibly. Of course, Ray Zarnick, the Zarnick family. If you need a car, reach out to Ray. He's not in Lansing anymore, but he is up north. And we got a lot of sponsors. Please support the people that support 16-inch softball. When you see those banners, make a mental note. They're the reason why we can do what we can do. So, top of the lineup here in the seventh, big hill to climb. Cornelius Jackson hits a little cut shot right to Trey Johnson for out number one. It's going to bring up Kate Ulbert. And you can tell that Enemy had their heart ripped out early, and they just haven't been able to recover. Here's Kate, little ground ball. Stacy one-hands it. Out number two. So now it's up to Kenny App to try to extend the game down 6. 2 outs, top of the seventh. And he pops it up. Trey Johnson near the screen, but he'll run out of room. And Kenny Epps spins that one foul, and that'll go as a strikeout. He had 2 strikes on him. Cannot hit a foul ball. So Moist sending a message to everybody that they're going to be a team to be reckoned with. Comes up and beats up Enemy a little bit. And I think Enemy's issue tonight was just their crew got out here a little late. So 10-4 final, folks. We're going to wrap it up for the night. Going to try to rest up a little bit and relax. And there's a chance if I'm still here at 10 o'clock, we could do a 10 o'clock game. But for now, we're not anticipating it. But we will have plenty of games tomorrow. So I know some of you have been saying it's hit or miss on getting notifications, but just check our Facebook page during the day. We should have games probably going to start a little later in the morning. It is supposed to be warm tomorrow. Will Russ will probably handle a lot of the early games, and he will do a few. So we'll have plenty of games for you. George Bliss might be out here tomorrow. I'll be out here, so we should give you plenty of action. So on behalf of SSA Broadcast, thank you for tuning in. Be safe. If I don't talk to you again tonight, have a wonderful Friday.